Canada to fast-track refugee refusals. What asylum seekers must know. Welcome back to Canada Chronicles. Today, we're diving into a critical topic dominating headlines across the nation. Canada's immigration system is facing immense challenges. Over 260,000 asylum claims are backlogged, leaving thousands in a state of uncertainty. To address this, the government is proposing significant changes, including fast-tracking the refusal of certain asylum claims. If you're wondering how these reforms might impact asylum seekers, reshape Canada's refugee system, and what individuals need to do to prepare, you're in the right place. We're here to break it all down and provide the essential insights you need. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to Canada Chronicles and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let's dive in. Canada's immigration system under pressure. Canada's immigration system, long celebrated for its fairness and efficiency, is now buckling under unprecedented strain. The asylum system, in particular, is at a breaking point, with over 260,000 pending claims as of late 2024. Processing times have soared to an average of 44 months, leaving individuals fleeing conflict, violence, or persecution in prolonged uncertainty. These delays are not just bureaucratic hurdles, they have life-altering consequences for people awaiting decisions. Canada's global reputation as a safe haven has contributed to this surge. Its policies and international standing attract individuals seeking refuge from dire circumstances. However, this influx has overwhelmed the system, exposing inefficiencies and resource limitations. Every asylum claim must be carefully assessed to meet Canada's legal and humanitarian obligations, but the current system is stretched to its limits. Beyond logistical challenges, the backlog has wider societal implications. Communities with high concentrations of asylum seekers face mounting pressure on housing, healthcare, and social services. Critics argue that these inefficiencies are eroding public trust in Canada's immigration framework, potentially undermining support for refugee protection policies. Understanding the crisis. The current crisis has been years in the making, shaped by both global events and domestic policies. In 2023, Canada received over 141,000 asylum applications, a record high. This surge reflects global displacement caused by wars, economic instability, and climate-related disasters. While Canada's commitment to humanitarian values attracts many, the sheer volume of applications has stretched the system far beyond its capacity. A growing number of asylum seekers are also filing inland claims, which are submitted by individuals already in Canada. These applicants, often arriving on temporary visas, are sometimes misinformed or advised by consultants to file claims with little chance of success. This trend diverts resources from stronger cases, further clogging the system. International students have added another layer of complexity. Canada has welcomed record numbers of students in recent years through its temporary residency programs. However, some, facing limited pathways to remain in the country after graduation, have turned to asylum claims as a last resort. Immigration Minister Marc Miller has expressed concern that this practice undermines the system's integrity and fosters false expectations among temporary residents. Compounding these challenges is the chronic underfunding of immigration tribunals and administrative bodies. While $743.5 million has been pledged over 5 years to address these inefficiencies, tangible results are yet to be seen. For now, the backlog remains a daunting obstacle. Marc Miller's proposed reforms. In response to the growing crisis, Immigration Minister Marc Miller has announced a series of proposed reforms. At the heart of these changes is a plan to fast-track the refusal of asylum claims that are deemed to have little chance of success. The goal is to address inefficiencies, reduce backlogs, and focus resources on genuine cases. But what exactly do these reforms entail, and how might they impact asylum seekers? The proposed fast-tracking system would enable immigration officers to quickly identify and dismiss claims unlikely to succeed. This determination could be based on factors like the applicant's country of origin, lack of supporting evidence, or inconsistencies in their story. By streamlining the process, the government hopes to free up resources for stronger cases, ensuring that genuine refugees receive decisions more quickly. These reforms also target fraudulent practices tied to the labor market impact assessment system. Industries that rely heavily on temporary foreign workers, such as agriculture, construction, and hospitality, could see changes in recruitment practices as stricter oversight reduces misuse of LMIA-related points. Miller aims to balance economic needs with the integrity of the immigration system, making it clear that temporary residency programs should not be exploited as guaranteed pathways to permanent settlement. Additionally, the government plans to reduce the 50-point bonus awarded to LMIA holders applying for permanent residency. This incentive has led to fraudulent practices, with some applicants paying employers or consultants for fake LMIA approvals. Stricter oversight and tighter controls are intended to curb these abuses. Another key reform involves clarifying the temporary nature of certain visas. Miller has criticized misleading narratives from consultants and institutions that foster false hope of permanent residency. These measures aim to ensure transparency so applicants fully understand the limitations and purposes of temporary programs. Public reactions and concerns. The proposed changes have sparked widespread debate, with reactions ranging from praise to sharp criticism. Organizations such as the Migrant Workers Alliance for Change argue that fast-tracking asylum refusals risks unfairly deporting vulnerable individuals. These groups emphasize that many asylum seekers lack the resources to navigate a complex system, leaving them at risk of rushed decisions. Demonstrations across Canada have called for more compassionate approaches, with protesters carrying messages like "Status for all and don't deport us." Political critics, including NDP immigration spokesperson Jenny Kwan, have accused the government of scapegoating migrants to cover broader systemic failures. Kwan advocates for increased funding and staffing for immigration tribunals, arguing that fast-tracking undermines Canada's humanitarian reputation. She warns that efficiency must not come at the expense of fairness. Public opinion remains deeply divided, often reflecting regional perspectives. In urban centers such as Toronto and Vancouver, where immigrant communities are well established, there tends to be stronger opposition to stricter measures. Conversely, rural and suburban areas, where housing shortages and resource constraints are more acute, may view the reforms as necessary to alleviate local pressures. This regional divide underscores the complexity of balancing national immigration policy with local realities. While some Canadians support stricter measures to address backlogs, others fear that the changes may compromise fairness and erode Canada's global standing as a humanitarian leader. Canada to fast-track refugee refusals. What asylum seekers must know. Fast-tracking asylum refusals represents both challenges and opportunities for asylum seekers. On one hand, claims with little chance of success may be dismissed within weeks, significantly reducing wait times for those facing deportation. On the other hand, genuine refugees stand to benefit from the reallocation of resources to process stronger claims more quickly. The government emphasizes that criteria for fast-tracking will include factors such as inconsistencies in documentation, insufficient evidence, or the applicant's country of origin. However, critics warn that rushed decisions could lead to unfair outcomes for those unable to present compelling evidence in time. For those with well-prepared and well-documented claims, the reforms could bring much-needed stability by speeding up decisions. Nonetheless, the risk remains that some individuals with legitimate claims could be mistakenly categorized as low-probability cases, highlighting the importance of proper preparation and legal assistance. What asylum seekers must do now. As Canada's immigration system evolves, asylum seekers must take proactive steps to adapt to these changes. Here's how. Document thoroughly. Collect and organize credible evidence, including medical records, affidavits, or proof of persecution. Strong documentation is key to strengthening your claim. Seek professional help. Engage a qualified immigration lawyer or consultant who can guide you through the process and help ensure your claim meets all necessary criteria. Act promptly. Delays in submitting evidence or meeting deadlines could jeopardize your claim under the fast-tracking system. Staying ahead of deadlines is critical. Stay informed. Monitor reliable updates on policy changes to understand new requirements and ensure your claim remains compliant with evolving rules. Preparation is crucial for success in this evolving system, and the right resources can make all the difference. The bigger picture. Canada's decision to fast-track refugee refusals marks a turning point in its immigration policy. While the reforms aim to address inefficiencies and restore public confidence in the system, they also raise important questions about fairness and compassion. Balancing the needs of the nation with its humanitarian obligations will require careful oversight and transparency. These changes will not only impact the individuals navigating the asylum process but also influence how Canada is perceived on the global stage. As a country known for its welcoming stance and commitment to human rights, Canada must carefully manage this transition to ensure that its policies remain aligned with international expectations. Policymakers face the dual challenge of streamlining processes while maintaining the trust of both Canadian citizens and the global community. For asylum seekers, this moment demands vigilance and proactive measures. By staying informed and seeking professional guidance, individuals can navigate these changes effectively and improve their chances of success. While the road ahead may be challenging, preparation can help ensure fair outcomes in an increasingly complex system. That wraps up today's discussion on Canada's fast-tracking of refugee refusals and its impact on the immigration system. Thanks for watching Canada Chronicles. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and leave a comment with your thoughts or questions about these reforms. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you stay updated with the latest news on Canada's immigration system. See you in the next video.